Hi, I'm Dummtoby. This is my first Bloxburg YouTube video, and it's gonna be about if I was to restart Bloxburg in 2025. And I'm gonna go through all the things I've done that you can do and that I would do if I was to restart from scratch in Bloxburg in 2025. Because we're all gonna agree, okay? There's a lot of opportunities of making businesses in Bloxburg, right? Wait, where did I hear that again?
The problem is not how to make money. The problem is how much time you have, because there's endless business ideas.
Alright, enough of the crap, but honestly, there's a lot of things you can do. So in this video, I will explain the 5 things I would do if I was to start from scratch in Bloxburg in 2025. Anyway, sit back and relax, and this video is not a rush, so sit back, relax, watch this video while you're eating, watch this video while you're I don't know, pooping. I don't really care.
Wow, dude!
But it's just gonna be a chill video of me talking, okay? So sit back and relax, and let's begin the video. Okay, well, hello and welcome. This is me in my hotel having a lot of fun, but this is not about that. This is about doing my first video as a 2025 Bloxburg YouTuber.
Oh my god!
But yeah, anyway, this is a little tricky video because I've made YouTube videos before, but never this kind of video. Because everything that I've done for this video is a lot of work. So I'm gonna explain who I am, and I'm gonna tell you my journey to being the best businessman in Bloxburg. So as you know, Bloxburg has a lot of cool things, but there's also a lot of bad things. And one of them being the job pay. Yes, the job pay is one of the bad things, but it's also one of the great things, since all the jobs pay the same and they all pay right. I mean, you can do a 8-hour shifts in Bloxburg, yeah, who does that? And get a very fragrant amount of around $800,000. That's pretty good for, 8-hour shift. But again, there's still some bad things about it. So right now, this is gonna be my 9-month list of things I've done to becoming the brokest player. No, I'm kidding. I'm just in the middle of a build, so I have no money. But this is pretty much where it all started, this little build. So I'm gonna be very honest. If you've seen my build before, by being randomly in the same game as me, you're probably gonna remember it. Because either you crashed the hell out of the game and you had to reconnect 5 times because your phone was burning hot, or you basically just came across my build, became friend with me, and never saw me again. Or you're whoever you are and you just don't know me and I'm just a random person. But whatever the case, I'm gonna explain to you how the heck am I able to make money by having business. Because yeah, I make money barely by having just business. And alright, so let's start by this, okay? What is that? What is that plot? Like, what? This is really big and this sounds very laggy for my phone. And what? But how is that? So how did I do this? How did I create these beautiful UI? What? So this magic thing, this hotel that it's not that much of a plot value since I removed all the car in the car rental, but when there's all the cars, there's a lot of things. It's expensive. It goes up at 4.5, I think, but now it's carless. There's a car dealership in the basement and there's just no car. So if we go in build mode, you're gonna see that it's maximum height. So if I go here, you're gonna see it's quite big. There's a basement. Oh god. Okay, so here's the car dealership. There's normally I filled the cars there. Here are the G-Wagons for my employees, because yes, at a certain point I was so rich that I was buying G-Wagons for my employee. Anyway, so this was pretty much it, with a little room here for service for the rental and stuff. I never really got to make the rental working as a substantial business. This was the home of dark activities, but yeah. And here's the little toilet. But yeah, so that there's a car lift here, so you can like lift the cars to display them, because when I have too much money, why not buy extra cars? Because yeah, there's a Volkswagen, there's also a Jeep, and here the available positions. Yes, I came to a certain point to actually give jobs to people and pay them with an actual fixed salary that is written somewhere in a contract, and I actually paid them. Yeah, so here I basically wrap the gifts for gift cards for the customers and stuff. I have like some maintenance stuff, bathroom, the public. Oh, there's supposed to be a decal there. But yeah, also here are I call them the Eco Lofts. That's one of the newest features I added inside of this hotel. But I'm not gonna go through all that. I'm just gonna like skip to a little 2 weeks later after I started playing Bloxburg. Alright. Alright, sorry for scaring you, but I just want to like precise that if you want to skip this part because the music is too loud or whatever other reason you got, you can just skip to the next part. I will separate the video in parts, so you can skip the parts you find boring or the parts you don't want to see, I don't know. But yeah, so just skip to the next one if this one is annoying. Now I'm gonna switch to the next part, okay, so stick around and you can skip to the parts that you want. I will separate the video in parts. Now I had one simple question. I needed to know if creating a business that would work with itself would actually work. That's when I created this, Lakeview Heart. This was a concept that was never made before. I decided to take the idea of a hotel, but instead, it would work by itself. People would come over, buy, go in the rooms, sleep, and leave whenever they were ready. It would be an ecosystem working all by itself, without even me or any employee needing to be there. This was a project very vast, very ambitious, but after 3.5 months, I figured out I set myself up for bankruptcy. Let me explain. After a lot of nights of not sleeping and a lot of headaches, people are not coming to my plot because as soon as they arrive in front of it, especially because it's in Lakeview Heights and you can literally load the whole map from here, people were just crashing. So it wouldn't be good. Anyway, if I was to restart Bloxburg from scratch in 2025, If I was to restart Bloxburg in 2025 from scratch, first thing I would do is I would stop begging. My begging phase was not long, but for some, it's forever. And honestly, it's annoying. I don't mind giving money to people when they really need it and they're nice with me, but begging is just turning me off. Like, if I have the money, I'm gonna give it to you, but otherwise, I hope that you're gonna understand and trust me. Because some people just go around and say, yeah, can you donate? And I go, yeah, I don't have the money. And they be like, you're lying. Like, bro, if I was lying, why is it important for you? It's my money. You don't own my money. Like, don't start. So that's for the first part. The second thing I would do is I would go in my bank account and I would buy all the game passes. Because honestly, they're really useful. Like, for example, the Transform Plus. It allows you to move objects around when they shouldn't be moved. So I'm gonna make a quick example with this counter, okay? I'm gonna make a cash desk. So people will come there and buy and see the prices. I'm gonna make 2 examples. I'm gonna use the default counter and I'm gonna make my own, okay? Look at this. Now we can both agree that the counter on the left is better than the counter on the right, and that's because I used the Transform Plus and Advanced Placement game passes, and that really like improved my build, added more details, and I could basically do anything. I'm free to do whatever I want with these. Some people make cars, some people make planes, some people even make whole house that you can move and copy around. So it really makes you powerful with your build. So I would really suggest buying these 2 game passes. And the third thing I would do is be nice to other players. And that is only because Bloxburg is dead, roleplay is dead, and nobody, like, everyone is dry and rude to everybody. And I just want to make my part in making the ambience better. So I would really do that. So be nicer to people.
But yeah, I'm gonna wrap the video right here because I don't have any more things to say, and I think that covers most of the dilemmas of Bloxburg. So I'm gonna leave you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. If you like the video, please like the video, I guess. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. I mean, it's my first video, so it's probably not perfect, but I'll see you next time.